What's up YouTube, I'm Mike, and today I'm getting ready to shoot the final piece of my trial video, but I wanted to do a little something to kind of get into character because I just woke up and I want to be able to make sure that I'm firing all cylinders when I produce that video. So I thought I'd make a quick rant video about something that fucking drives me mental on YouTube and kind of I think connects to a comment that I often see in my comment section. One of the most, everyone, it's pretty frequent. Like somebody will find my channel, they'll watch one of my videos and they'll say, oh my God, this guy's content is so good. He deserves way more than 8,000 followers or whatever the particular follow count is at the time, subscriber count. I get a lot of lovely comments from people who are saying that they feel like my channel is massively underperforming, that I should have a much bigger audience than I do. So obviously I appreciate that vote of confidence. One of the things I think that leads to me having a smaller audience than I otherwise would is that I don't do all of the fucking really annoying things that a lot of people do to try to intentionally inflate and drive up their activity count, their subscriber counts, and all of these things. One of the things that I see on YouTube, I shouldn't say every day, I actually consume very little YouTube. Usually when I'm doing YouTube, it's because I'm making my own content. And I often steer away from YouTube. So like if I'm searching for something, like if I'm playing Diablo 4 and I want to know, why I can't kill this boss, I don't want to watch a fucking 30-minute YouTube video to get that information. I just want to find a fucking text file that I can read in 2 minutes and get the data. I don't want to sit through fucking 2 commercials to find out that this guy's gonna annoy the shit out of me. So often I don't really go to YouTube unless it's a known content producer that I like and I'm vested in what they're producing. So, but occasionally I do, I'll go to a YouTube video because it's purporting to have content that is answering a question or is providing some service that I fucking need. And one of the most fucking annoying things that people do on YouTube today is they introduce themselves. They're like, hi, I'm Mike. This is my YouTube channel. I talk about bodybuilding and steroids. Be sure to click the subscribe and the bell button so that you can get all of my content. It's like, fuck you, dude. I just met you. I just sat down to your video. I'm not going to click the like button or the subscribe button until after I've watched your content to determine whether you're even worthy of me ever wasting my time again. And if you'll notice, this happens very frequently on YouTube. The first thing these fucking pieces of shit ask for is for you to commit yourself to them by liking and subscribing to their channel at the beginning of the video. Like, I can understand at the end of the video, and I should do a better job. Sarah just showed me the other day that at the end of my videos where I put up 2 other videos for you to go look at, I can actually put up a subscribe button. I don't know why I can't get into the mind of the YouTube user. You know what I mean? Like, if I watch a YouTube channel and I like the content, then I subscribe. Nobody has to tell me to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I just subscribe. If I like the content, then I like the content. Just like on social media, if I'm looking through, bodybuilding pictures of people's, prep or whatever, and they look great, I fucking heart the post. It's just like a natural thing you do. Apparently, this is not true of a lot of people. So they'll like your content, they'll enjoy your video, but unless you tell them, hey, dumbass, click the subscribe button, click the bell button so you'll get notified when the content comes out so that you can come back and watch this content that you clearly just enjoyed. If you don't do that, people won't do it. And I just never, I hate that. Like, I guess I'm going to have to force myself to get better. At the end of my videos, every video I'm like, see you on the next one. I guess I'm going to have to start saying, remember, in case you didn't already know how fucking YouTube works, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, do all the little things so that you can see my content. Part of me is just like, fuck, dude. I just sat here for 45 minutes pouring my heart and soul out into a video. Or I just sat here for 25 minutes giving you all of the inside data on where to get a gear or what cycles to run or what my experience was. And if I have to fucking tell you to subscribe to get you to subscribe after that, then fuck it, I don't need you. You know what I mean? And so it's that attitude when guys come to my channel and they see a video like Trenbolone Love Affair and they're like, holy shit, this guy's got really great content. How is it possible he has so few subscribers? Well, the other thing you don't know is that I'm very fucking opinionated, and most of you people in the audience are very, very, well, not most of you, but some of you in the audience are pussies, I guess. Like, I don't understand why it is that people feel the need to agree with every single thing about a person in order to otherwise enjoy their content. Like, I'm gonna let you on a little secret. I'm probably gonna lose subscribers for saying this. I'm a fucking giant Taylor Swift fan. Like, I'm not gonna call myself a Swiftie because I think those stupid names are meaningless. I love Taylor Swift music. I spend more time listening to Taylor Swift than probably any other band currently. I mean, it's like Tool, Taylor Swift, Aesthetic Perfection. That's pretty much my rotation right now. But I could probably off the cuff sing you the lyrics to maybe 150 Taylor Swift songs, because her content is her content catalog is gigantic. Okay, I like Taylor Swift music. I fucking hate Taylor Swift. Every time I read about her and fucking Travis Kelce, every time I hear her make some dumb fuck ass political statement like, if Donald Trump gets elected president, I'm leaving the country. Bye, Taylor. Bye. Like, she felt the need to go out and campaign on the behalf of some Democrat in Tennessee, and you know, the way I look at content producers, whether that, here's another great example. I fucking love The Matrix. I love The Matrix so much that I am one of those people that is more than a little bit convinced that we live in the Matrix. I would say there's like a 98.5% chance that we live in the Matrix. And a lot of the things that I do on this channel, a lot of the reasons that I say and do things that most other people would not say or do is because I don't think it matters. I don't think we're living in reality. I think this entire existence of ours is a total fucking illusion. And so I don't feel the same consequences or fear of consequences that most people do, because I think it's all fake to begin with. I love Neo's character in The Matrix. I fucking cannot, I despise Keanu Reeves. Like, I saw that interview that he did with Drew Barrymore. I have never been so close to crawling out of my own fucking skin than watching those two disgusting examples of human beings. Like, they only made me more convinced that we are not living in reality. Those two people, if you've never seen Keanu Reeves interviewed by Drew Barrymore, you will be looking for the fucking strings that the puppeteer is using to manipulate these grotesque figures. Like, these people are so fucking disgusting. Her behavior on that show is the most cringe-worthy shit I have ever seen in my life. So I despise Keanu Reeves as a human being. That does not stop me from enjoying watching The Matrix and getting sucked into the character that he is playing. Keanu Reeves is not Neo. He's just a fucking character. I am never going to be everything you want me to be in a human being. So you may be a libtard. Yeah, I'm going to call you that. You know, you may be somebody, you could come from any walk of life and you could find something about my personality type to be very abrasive or offensive. One of my favorite comments of all time I wish to God I remember the guy's name because he's popped up a couple times. Dude said, like, raise your hand in the comments if it was you. Dude said something like, I really like Mike's content. Sometimes he's more than a little bit fucking obnoxious, or something like that. Sometimes he's an obnoxious little bitch, and I like that because it's real. I would rather listen to somebody that occasionally is an obnoxious little bitch who's being genuine than spend time listening to somebody that I like only because they're totally faking their existence for me. They're totally pandering to me to get me to like them. I'm not going to do anything to get any of you to like me. I'm going to tell you exactly who the fuck I am, and then you're either going to like me or you're not going to like me, because I'm not going to pander to anybody. And so I hope that that's the angle that our society is slowly starting to go back toward, where we figure out that, like, We don't have to agree with every single thing a person says. I keep trying to scratch this off my shirt, and it's actually my camera. We don't have to agree with every single thing a person says to enjoy their content. So if you came here looking for bodybuilding information and you happen to be a libtard living in California and you voted for Gavin Newsom, who is one of the single biggest douchebag cocksuckers who ever walked the face of the earth, and you happen to believe that just letting illegal aliens stream across our borders unimpeded, if that's your worldview, okay, then you will not like me as a person. But if you also happen to be a steroid user and you want to know exactly what Trenbolone will do in your body, Test E, Masteron E, Anadrol, Anavar, what combinations of drugs you can take, if you want to know how to manage your estrogen levels, if you want to know how to manage your hormones, if you want to see real life examples of what my wife and I go through with our marital struggles, with our raising kids struggles, with her hormones. If you want to learn about bodybuilding and bodybuilding pharmacology, then you can learn that from me while hating everything I stand for as a person. If you think guns are evil, you are not going to like me as a person. Okay, I would put a fucking M1 Abrams tank in the hands of every American citizen if I could fucking do it tomorrow. Okay, so if you're anti-Second Amendment, you're not going to like me as a person. That doesn't have fuck all to do with whether or not you can learn from me as a human being. And that is the place that we have got to get back in life and stop playing this cancel culture game where, like, if I was to listen to Taylor Swift's politics and choose to hold all of that against her and then never be able to enjoy her music with my daughter, I would have missed out some of the tenderest, sweetest, most amazing moments with my daughter, because she is a huge Taylor Swift fan, and so we can put that music on in the car and we can jam together and we can share that experience. And I happen to think that Taylor Swift is the single greatest lyricist who ever lived. As an independent human being, her politics are fucking insane. And so what I think people need to do a better job of understanding is that people who are in the entertainment business, which is what YouTube is, my goal is to entertain and to educate. Who I am behind this camera should be totally fucking irrelevant to you. The only question you should be asking yourself is he educational and is he entertaining? And if the answer to that question is yes, then by all means, click the fucking subscribe button and click the bell button so you can see the next piece of content that I put out that might be educational, or entertainment. If you happen to be if you happen to hate me, if you happen to be ACCC and you're one of these people who showed up on the demographic reports for Howard Stern, and for whatever reason your psychology is wired to be a hate viewer and you can't stand anything about me, but for some reason you have become addicted to me and you just want to know what I'm going to say next, probably because you're secretly always hoping that the next video that I produce is going to be me telling you about some horrific thing that happened to me in my life that you've been secretly like sticking needles in your little Ouija doll hoping that you could cause me to have a tumor. If that's you, fucking click the subscribe button and the bell button and watch the rest of the content and help my channel grow so that I can continue bringing more of this entertaining, crazy fuck takes to you to give you something to hate on. If you come to my channel and you see my content and you go, I don't give a shit about bodybuilding or this fucking redneck's personal life or what his wife looks like on Anavar or what they're doing on their fucking their adult fan sites, which are now, by the way, going to be Fancentro and Fansly only. I may make an entire video about how stupid fucking OnlyFans is because it won't let us produce adult content on there. Like, I'm deleting my OnlyFans account. So if you want to see furthermore, if you're coming here in hopes of seeing some fucking nudity from either myself or my wife, if you happen to be of the homosexual persuasion or the heterosexual persuasion or the foot fetish persuasion, we've got content for you too. I have just recently added links to my channel page that have her sexy Instagram link and her Twitter X link And both of those accounts have links to all of our fan sites. So there you have it. If you are looking for one of our fan sites, go to one of her links in my channel page, click her link tree, and you can get all of that data right there. In fact, since we're moving from OnlyFans to FanCentro, we're even running a discount on the FanCentro page. So you can see my wife and I in all our glory for $30 a month instead of $50. Maybe if I get enough subs at some point, I will negotiate lowering that rate, or we'll see how that goes. I think we are about to dive head first into all forms of social media and just see what we can do while I still don't technically have to work. I'm just kind of browsing jobs and looking at fucking options. I'm probably getting ready to get my lower teeth fixed again, which is going to put me out of commission for about a week. Not again, but I got my uppers done and I never did the lowers, and I've got like one tooth down here that I can chew on, and it's on its last fucking leg. So when that thing breaks, I'm going to be out of commission for about 4 days because I'm going to have to go in and get a whole oral surgery. And so I'll make videos about it when it happens. But so we're going to dive headfirst into all of these forms of social media. Maybe I'll break down and make a TikTok account that you guys have been asking for. So check out her links. If you like, her Instagram has very sexy fucking like lingerie photo shoots that we've been doing for years. Show her some love over there if that's what you're into. Click one of the links if you want to see the different whatever the fuck you want, man. I'm here to provide all of the content that you could possibly want to see. And it's just, I just decided before I get into my final trial day, that I wanted to get my juices flowing, talking about something that just makes me fucking mental. And that's all of these YouTubers who just demand that you like and subscribe right out the gate. If I was you, I would go fucking literally unsubscribe from every person who has manipulated you in that way, because that's just insane. And for some reason, people fall for that shit. But it's a thing. It's unfortunately a thing in this community. The more you tell people to like and subscribe, the more they will do it. And I just hate doing it, man. It just if I'm gonna pander to you, I'd rather be like, hey, remember, go subscribe to OnlyFans, than to be like, hey, or well, not OnlyFans, fuck OnlyFans, go subscribe to Fansly. That's where all of our content is currently, is at Fansly. I would much rather say, and remember, to see the rest of our content, go to Fansly, than to go, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell button so that you can be notified when the next fucking thing that you probably don't give a fuck comes out. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. So many of these YouTubers are this just fucking droning like radio voice. Have you ever noticed that? It's like not real content. It's all fake. It's all pandering. It's all meant to be the least offensive, the least real. They've got that fucking radio voice. It's like the second I hear that radio voice, I'm fucking done. I want to fucking develop some relationships with real motherfuckers. So if that's you in the audience, if you're a real fucking dude or a real girl of any persuasion, I could hate your politics. We can hate everything about each other, but if we can find common ground about anything, and we can share that in the comments or in videos and response videos, that shit is the spice of life. That is the only chance this country has at getting back to any kind of semblance of being a place to live. We've got to put down all of our petty fucking squabbles and this fucking gang mentality that everybody has. I'm a conservative, I'm a liberal, I'm fucking right-wing conservative. Oh, I'm a Christian, so you're not a Christian, you're not a conservative. Well, I got guns, and you don't have guns, so you're... It's like, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, man. We're all fucking just people trying to make our way in this world. Half of the fucking political things that you think you know, you only know because that's what you were brought up to believe. If you were born in fucking, Anaheim, California, the overwhelming majority of the chance is that you're a fucking bleeding heart libtard. And if you were born in backwoods Alabama, then you're probably a fucking conservative. Okay, so let's let go of the bullshit. The reality is that right now in our country, there are no conservatives and fucking liberals. Our government is all corrupt. I don't give a shit who you vote for. You're voting for a low-life piece of shit. It continues to become more and more and more apparent every single day that we live. The politicians have succeeded in making us hate each other so that they can control us. And the true battle is not in choosing Republican versus liberal. It's choosing each other over the powers that control us. If the people would just simply unite together, then the government would have no fucking power to abuse us the way they do. As long as they keep us hating on each other over all these insignificant little fucking things that they're never gonna fix anyway. You know, we've got all these people screaming, border, border, border. I think we should build a fucking fence. I think we should build a fucking wall. I think we should put razor wire on that shit. I think we should put electric wires on it. I think we should put mines on the fucking outside. I think we should build a military barrier around this country. And if you disagree with me, cool, fucking disagree with me. Can we both still agree that Trenbolone is the greatest fucking hormone ever made? It is the most potent fucking drug that you can take, and if you do, you're gonna be on for one hell of a ride. Can we at least agree that bodybuilding is a really good way of exercising your demons, about staying healthy and confident and looking good and paving a pathway to living your best life? If we can agree on those things, then fuck all the rest of the shit. Let's just talk about that and carry on. So there you have it. Don't like and subscribe to this fucking video because I told you to, one way or another. Be an individual. Stop living your lives like fucking bots. So many of you people live this bot lifestyle. You just do whatever you're told to do by social media. You get an email, it's like, hey, buy this thing. So you're like, okay, I'll buy it. Some YouTuber says, hey, subscribe to my content. So you fucking subscribe. Stop being a marionette. Okay? If I could pass on anything to any of you, it's that being the person that I am, this completely transparent, crazy lunatic who just lets it all out, this is a true existence. This is a free existence. So at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, I know exactly how people really feel about me. If you're living a life of lies and you think you're surrounded by 500 friends, why don't you start telling a little bit of truth? See how many friends you have left. Why don't you start talking about all those dirty skeletons you got in your closet? Because we all got them. We all have them. We don't talk about them because we know what's going to happen. We know we're going to get judged. And we know that we're going to start losing relationships. And I'm here to tell you those relationships are not worth having. If you cannot be exactly who you are and stay employed, that job is not for you. If you cannot be exactly who you are and stay in your marriage, that woman is not for you. If you cannot be exactly who the fuck you are and keep your friends group, then those people are fucking useless and they're not worth being your friends. So if you learn anything at all from me or this video or any other video, it is know thyself and be true to thyself first and foremost, because every one of these people that's in your fucking ear telling you what you should or should not do, they don't live inside this locked box with you. When you're going to bed at night and you're replaying all the things you said and did during the day and you're calculating what you're going to do tomorrow and you're weighing the fucking pros and the cons and the regrets and the worries, you are trapped in this box all by yourself trying to figure out how you're going to take care of you and your family. And all those talking heads that were bumping their fucking gums at you all day, they're not there. They're not there to help. You're trapped in that box by yourself. So you got to get right with what's going on in here. And if you're living a life full of lies, your psyche will know it and it will hate you and rebel against you. The number one thing you can do for yourself in your life is get to know who you truly are, accept your demons. Stop trying to pretend like they don't exist. Stop trying to get rid of all of them. The only way you can get rid of your demons is to first accept that you have them. You got to look deep down in your core at all that nasty, ugly shit that you don't want to admit about yourself. That's called shadow work. And when you do that, when you find out what you have living in your shadow, then you can start facing it and coping with it and dealing with it. So there you have it. Rant over. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do whatever the fuck you want. However you feel right now. Click the button, subscribe, unsubscribe, get in the comment section, tell me I'm a fucking moron, get in the comment section and say, Mike for fucking president. Whatever you want to do, you do that without me, suggesting it to you, without me forcing it upon you, without me manipulating you. You be you and stop letting everybody else tell you who you should fucking be, and all of our lives will be better for it. So as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.